بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and we ask Him to guide us to right path. We have a grammar class, infinitive. Welcome to Amir Al-Yala. I hope you can hear me. If you can hear me, please type number 1. If you can hear me, Amir, please type number 1. Great, good job. Thank you, Amir, and I hope you are doing well. So, as we said before, we have a grammar class, we have an infinitive and an ing form, and this lesson has been prepared by Mr. Tukir Fifi and I am Abdullah Shahrani, and we will try to talk about the using of infinitive and an ing form. Many goals for this class. The first one, the students be able to distinguish the infinitive and the gerund form, and the students be able to overcome misunderstanding regarding using of those forms. So when should I use a gerund and when I should use the infinitive, and the students be able to use an appropriate form with their speeches. Here the first one, or the first slide. I enjoyed preparing for eat. Gerund, which is in the red color, the gerund, preparing gerund, which means the base verb, which is prepare. It's already here, prepare, plus an ing equals preparing. So the gerund is the base form plus an ing. The gerund is the base verb plus an ing, we call it gerund. I enjoyed preparing for eat. So prepare plus an ing equals preparing. This is gerund. So the gerund, what is this gerund? Gerund is the verb or the base verb plus an ing. Could you please give me an example, Amir? Can you try to give me an example, like a base verb and plus an ing? Can you try? Cooking, great, good job. Cooking, so the base verb is cook. Well, you're doing great, good, cook. And an ing is the gerund. So gerund is the base verb plus an ing. Good job, Amir. More examples now. Buy, this is the base verb. We will try to write it here. Base verb. Sorry. The base verb. This is the base verb. And an ing, make it gerund. Put plus an ing, potting. Swim, swimming. Swim, swimming. So here we have in red color, these are the gerund, which means what? The gerund means the base form, the base verb plus an ing. Here we move to this slide. I like to make a special cake for this occasion. This is a delicious cake. A delicious cake. Eid Mubarak. Congratulations. So with a green color, you can call it a green velvet. So I like to make, so the infinitive is to plus base verb, to plus base verb, not the gerund. The gerund is the base verb plus an ing, but an infinitive here, to plus base verb. Could you try, Mr. Amir, giving an example using or talking about infinitive, like mention an infinitive and infinitive? Can you try? To go, good job. To go, good, excellent. To go, you are doing great. To go is an infinitive. Okay, to plus the base verb, the base verb, which is infinitive. Okay, great. More examples. To buy, to plus the base verb, buy, to put, to swim. These are what? The infinitive. But in red color, buying, putting, and swimming, these we will call it what? We can call it these, these in circle. We can call it what? Gerund. A red color, we can call it gerund. Let me change the color to make it clear for you. So gerund. Gerund. These are the gerund. Okay, great. Good job. And now we will talk about the uses of infinitive. When should I use the infinitive? To express purposes. I went to the post office to post some letters. To post some letters. So here we use what? An infinitive. To post. To post. So to express a purpose, we can use the infinitive. After it plus be plus an adjective. It is nice. This is an adjective. Stupid and etc. So after it plus be, which is a verb to be, is or was or is it in, if it's in present or past form. So it plus be plus an adjective. So nice is an adjective, stupid is an adjective. We can use an infinitive. It is nice to meet you. It was stupid to go there. It was great to see you. So it plus verb to be, and here is an adjective, so we should use the infinitive. It was great to see you after such a long time. After the first and second, last, best, and etc., we can use to. Neil Armstrong was the first man to talk. First to. The first man to talk on the moon. Oh, sorry, the first man to walk. To walk on the moon. After searching adjectives, like for example, afraid, surprised, free, happy, ready, sorry, etc., we can use an infinitive verbs. At last, he was free to do. Free to do. So because of free, we use what? An infinitive. To do. After to and enough. Ahmed is too tired to go jogging today. It is not warm enough to go to the sea yet. So after to and enough, we can use an infinitive. After certain verbs, we can use an infinitive. Like for example, afford, agree, appear, decide, forget, hope, learn, manage, need, offer, plan, promise, refuse, seem, tend, want, would like, etc. So I hope to see you again soon. So here we use the infinitive because of the verb hope. I hope. After the object of certain verbs like advise, allow, encourage, invite, order, persuade, teach, tell, and etc. So after the object of certain verbs, we can use to. Like here, it was Glenn who persuaded me. There is an object here, and then the infinitive. It was Glenn who persuaded me to apply for this job. Was it clear for you now, Mr. Amir? Is it clear now for you? Okay, great. After questions, After question words like how, what, when, where, the WH questions, and etc. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. So here we should use an infinitive. Because of what? Because of what? After searching nouns like pleasure, shock, chance, and etc., we should use like infinitive. It was a great pleasure to meet you. It was a great pleasure to meet you. Also, after some, any, no, and their compounds, we should use what? An infinitive. I'll make you something to eat. He doesn't have anywhere to stay. So after some, any, and no, and their compound, we should use an infinitive form. The pair infinitive. What is the meaning of pair infinitive? Do you know what is the meaning of pair infinitive, Mr. Amir? Do you know what is the meaning of the pair infinitive? Okay, great. The pair infinitive, we don't use the word to. We don't use the word to. So this is the meaning of the pair infinitive. The pair infinitive, we do not use the word to. So when should I use the pair infinitive? After modal verbs like can, may, must, should, etc. You should start. I will not be able to say you should to start. No, just you should start. So after modal verbs, we can use the pair infinitive. After the verbs let and make in the active voice, my parents let me stay up later at weekends. So here, let me stay, not to stay, let me stay up. Our teacher made us retake the test. Our teacher made us retake the test. So after these verbs, but when? In the active voice. Be careful, Mr. Amir and others. After the verbs in the active voice, we can use a pair infinitive. After would rather and had better, like for example, I would rather go bowling tonight. Would rather go. You had better tell. So here we should, like, am I gonna underline it? So after would rather and had better, we can use the pair infinitive, which is we do not use the word to. ing form uses. Was it clear for you, Mr. Amir? Now using the infinitive and the pair infinitive. Okay, good, Amir, but be careful. The word clear is misspelled here. So clear is the word you are looking for. Good job, Mr. Amir. Now, an ing form as a noun, subject, or object of a verb, like for example, exercising. Look the word here. So here is a verb and we add an ing to make it a noun. Exercising is a good way of keeping fit. So this is the first case. The second one, after the verb go, indicating physical activities. Like for example, we often go fishing. So go fishing in the summer. Also, we can use an ing form after certain verbs: avoid, enjoy, finish, like, love, hate, imagine, keep, risk, spend time, suggest, consider, etc. Martin suggested going. So we should use an ing form. We cannot say Martin suggested and without an ing. So Martin suggested going to a Lebanese restaurant on Friday. I like the Lebanese cuisine. About you, Amir? Do you like it? Oh, good. So Martin suggested going to a Lebanese restaurant on a Friday. This is located 5. After searching expressions. Interested in, can't stand, don't mind, how about, it is no use, it's no good, it's worth, there is no point in, and be used to, and etc. So we should use what? The ing form. It is not used trying to do everything yourself. Ask FM for help. After prepositions, for, about, without, and etc. I'm so excited about going because of the preposition about. About, we use what? An ing form. I'm so excited about going to university next year. Verbs followed by full infinitive and ing form. And as we said before, the infinitive, which is to plus a base verb, and the gerund, which is an ing form, the base form plus an ing, and the pair infinitive, we do not use the word to. So infinitive or ing, sometimes we need to decide whether to use a verb in its to infinitive form or an ing form. So some verbs such as start, begin, continue, and intend, etc. can be followed by either a full infinitive or an ing form with no differences in meaning. Like, for example, here we gave you an example. It started to rain. We can say a minute ago. We can say also it started raining a minute ago. So there is no difference in meaning, and we can use both forms, an ing forms or an infinitive forms, with these verbs: start, begin, continuous, intend, and etc. Okay, now some verbs can be followed by either the full infinitive or ing form, but be careful with the differences in meaning. Try plus an ing form, trying, it means do something to see what effect it will have. Like, for example, if you have a sore throat, and we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect us from all these diseases. If you have a sore throat, try drinking some hot tea. Try drinking some hot tea. Try plus full infinitive, which means make an effort. So, for example, here, try plus an ing form, to do something to see what the effect it will have. If you have sore throat, try, and there is a verb plus an ing, try drinking. But here, I will try to come tonight, but I can't promise anything. So try plus full infinitive means make an effort. We move to another verb, remember, plus an ing form. Remembering means remember something that has already happened. Do you remember meeting Brian at the poker's last week? Do you remember meeting? So remember plus an ing form, it means to remember something that has already happened. But remember plus an infinitive, the full infinitive, which is a to plus base verb, it means remember something before doing it. Did you remember to lock the door before you left? Did you remember to lock? So here is remember. Here is, oh sorry. So here is remember plus a full infinitive. Full infinitive, which is this, to lock. But here, remember, plus an ing form. ing form. Forgetting and to forget, and it has two meanings. Forgetting, for example, forget plus an ing form, like forget something that has already happened. I will never forget visiting. So the verb here is in ing form. The White House. Forget plus an full infinitive to forget something you are supposed to do. Ali forget to tell you infinitive, that he was going away for the weekend. Regret plus an ing form to regret something that has already happened. Fatima regretted taking to her sister like that. Taking to her sister like that. But regret plus full infinitive to be sorry to do something. So now with differences in meaning. So these verbs, if you use like these verbs plus infinitive, it has another meaning if you use it with an ing form. Regret plus full infinitive, be sorry to do something. We regret to inform you that there are no more tickets for tonight's game or match. Stop in two forms, stop plus an ing, stop plus a full infinitive, plus an ing to terminate an action and no longer do it after that time. Stop making excuses all the time. What about stop plus full infinitive? To pause temporarily in order to do something else. I was writing a letter, but I stopped to answer the phone. So it clearly appeared to you through these examples. Go on plus an ing form to continue an activity without stopping. He was so fascinated by the book that he went on reading it for hours. Go on plus full infinitive to do something after completing something else. When he finished school, he went on to study medicine. Here we have the exercise, and I hope you can do it, Mr. Amir, together. What do you think about the first one? I'm sorry, but I'm not willing any money in the stock market. What do you think? Is it an A, like for example, risk to risking and risking? What do you think, Amir, the first one is? To risk, and this is correct, completely correct. Good job, Mr. Amir. Yes, that's what I'm looking for, to risk. Great, so let me try to circle it. What about number 2, Amir, if you can? I avoid. Oh, this is clearly. What do you think? I avoid junk food as much as possible. Is it like an infinitive, a pair infinitive, a gerund? What do you think? Yes, eating. Oh, you are doing great, Mr. Amir. Eating. This is a good answer, Mr. Amir, and you deserve this star, man. Okay, good. But number 3, it was really nice of you. My graduation, I didn't accept it. Or I didn't expect it, sorry. What do you think? Is it an infinitive, a pair infinitive, an ing form? What do you think, Mr. Amir? Which letters do you think this is correct? Wallahi, you are doing great. Thank you so much, Amir. Yes, to remember, to remember. Good job, Amir. I'm so proud of you, brother. Number 4, it is not use me. There is an object here. About the incident because I wasn't there. Is it an infinitive, pair infinitive, an ing form, an ing form? What do you think? An ing form, it is not used asking me. It is not used asking me, and may Allah protect you. You are doing so great job. You deserve more than this clap. Good job, Mr. Amir. Number 5. Unfortunately, I don't remember meeting. Oh, I don't remember you before. To meet you. Is it an infinitive? Is it an infinitive or verb? Infinitive, a gerund, Amir? I think you already know the answer, which is what? What do you think, Amir? Okay, meeting, because I just slipped my tongue by saying it, and you are doing fine. Good job. Thumbs up. Okay, great. So, meeting. Number 6, the robber was made where he had. The robber was made, and this is what? An active voice, remember, where he had hidden the money. Is it confess, to confess, to confessing, and confessing? Number 6. What do you think, Mr. Amir Al-Dhabir? Ali. Oh, you are doing great. Because here we use made in an active voice and there is an infinitive, so number or letter C. Letter C. Thank you, Amir Ali. Good job. Good job, Mr. Amir. Number 7, please stop to shout, having shouted, shouting. Please stop shouting. What do you think? It is an infinitive? Is it a pair infinitive? What do you think? Please stop. You have any idea, Amir? Any idea, Amir? Okay, good try, Amir. Good try. But because of the verb stop, we can what? Use the next verb. Do you remember the stop? There is an ing form. So stop shouting. Stop shouting. Okay, good try, Mr. Amir. It's really appreciated. Number 8, the policeman demanded. Oh, this is clearly demanded his driving license. Is it an infinitive form, or an ing form, or pair infinitive? What do you think, Amir? What do you think? The policeman demands to see his driving license, and you are a super student. Thank you, Mr. Amir. Good job. Wallahi, you are doing great job. Good job. The last item. Fatima can't help whenever she gets upset. What do you think? What do you think, Amir? A cry? Okay, good try. But after the modal verbs, you can use the base verb. Can't help. But there is another verb here, so we can use what? Crying. We can use crying. Fatima help crying whenever she gets upset. And here we have the answers to check later, from 1 to 6 to 9, sorry. And here we come to conclusion, the uses of a full infinitive, pair infinitive uses, and the uses of ing forms, verbs that followed by full infinitive and ing form. Thank you so much, Mr. Amir Al-Ya'la, for participating, and I hope you get benefit. If you have any questions, just tell me, and I will be more than happy to help you. Any questions, Mr. Amir? Oh, that's so nice of you. You are doing great, and that's why we had a great lessons. Thank you so much, Amir Al-Baqir. Any questions, any thoughts? Okay, this is a great opportunity to you all. Tell your friends and members about it, and feel free to join our classes. These are the references, and you can see the classes, this lesson recorded via many things. And I wish you a terrific night, Amir Al-Ya'la. Be well and have a great night. Thank you for coming, and I wish I can see you tomorrow at the same time. Thank you, Mr. Amir. Thank you so much. That's so nice of you. Be well and have a good night. Okay, Amir. Thank you, Amir. Bye bye, Amir. But you have to say bye bye. You have to write bye. This is the correct one. Okay? Bye bye. This is the correct spelling. Okay, thank you so much.